shots these dogs are taking. But we do have 10 seconds. They can still surprise me. So basically they're going to pick up metal from the surrounding area and take it to their nest. If their nest is closer to the metal they're picking up, obviously that's going to be quicker. And ideally you just have two that are just sort of flip-flopping between a point very close to each other. If you're even lucky, you'll have 3 doing so, which is fantastic. There are also other things you can do. So say you have a big pack of dogs, and there's one piece of metal. If they all go for it, they'll sort of juggle it, which can result in some of the fastest tooth times. Though by having not as much metal, there's a chance they'll ignore the metal and go for you, which unless you get bitten immediately will waste time. So if they ever do charge for you, you have to just run into their mouths pretty much. So we got 2 teeth at 10 minutes, which is too late. We need 4 by 9:30 basically. And while that time is obviously variable because like it's possible I'm a fast 9:30 or a slow 9:30 depending on what resource I picked up, I set the arbitrary limit of 9:30 just as a point for me to reset. Just so I can keep rolling the dice and keep trying to get even better luck rather than settling for average luck. Because at this point in the optimization of the run, that's sort of necessary. While we do have quite a bit of leeway in this time. Wow, 2 sea guy fragments, that's actually really interesting. Copper, 1 time. 2 rocks is fine. So this particular world record does have a lot of leeway. I can waste about a minute and still be fine. But that doesn't mean I can be slack on this start. So because of the sea glide luck I've got, it means I just don't have to go to a wreck. So I can avoid doing that. I can go straight to the forest. It doesn't actually save a great deal of time, but it saves something. So these can spawn sort of randomly anywhere in the starting area, but focused around wrecks. So normally you go to a wreck just over there. It's not really that much of a time save having to do this, but it's something. So I'm going to go to this forest over here, grab myself some fruit, and I'm swimming along the top just because it's slightly faster. So the fruit is over here. It's the closest one I can go for. We're looking to count how many dogs we have. We have, I'd say 3, which is a pretty good number. I would like some free teeth while I'm going past here, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get any, which is unfortunate. And we'll go through this coral tube. So the good spawns tend to focus around coral tubes. This is the best spawn. There's also another serviceable one, sort of the middle of the spawn location. And that's perfectly fine as well. You're not going to get as good a time, but still definitely reasonable. So you'll notice I'm breaking these blocks very, very quickly compared to how you may do it in a casual run, and that is because if you bind a action to the scroll wheel, each scroll is going to count as multiple inputs if you're playing at high FPS, which is fantastic for this run. It makes, because you're breaking a lot of blocks, and having to click 4 times is a lot of work. Hey Angela, welcome, welcome. In a while. Okay, so let's make ourselves some tools. So this is the first set of tools I'm going to make, not the end of this section. I need to make 1 more after this. It's going to be O2 tank, a knife, and the sea glide. I need 5 metal, and I do have 5, so that's perfectly fine. And we are a little bit quicker than normal because of that sea glide luck. So normally I'd be getting back at about 3, but I've finished all this stuff at a 3, which is pretty reasonable. I'm currently counting my... So I've got 10 quartz, okay, that's not bad. I'm looking for 17 to 21. A lot of this run is avoiding getting more resources than you need, because more resources wasted inventory slots as well as time. So this is 11, 12, 13. So you'll notice me doing a lot of counting during this run. 14, if we actually get further than normal. 15, 16, 17. I'm also looking for 2 silver, 2 gold. There's 1 silver, 1 gold, which is nice. 8, so 18. I also want a lot of limestone, 19. And I'm not going to be counting that just because I need such a high quantity right now. It's impossible for me to get the right amount of resources from limestone at this point in time. Not often you wake up at 5 AM. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. 20 and 21, I think that's about right. I'll stop there. It's possible I need more, but as long as I have at least 17, it's not too bad. And that was the other silver and the gold I need, so I'm just going to keep an eye out for some more limestone in here. There's one more, and head back to base. So we're going to make the final item now, which is the habitat builder, and then we'll move on to the next section. So 30 seconds ahead, and that is because of the sea glide. Okay, lovely. So I'm going to pick up all of these, and I'm going to try and pick up both of these, but that's not going to happen. No, it is. I can drop the lead. That's fine. So I'm going to build a base. I want to be able to build a long row, which is why I've swum a little bit further than my life pod than I normally do. Normally you want it as close as you possibly can, because you will be moving between these a little bit, and it is important that you can get there as quickly as possible to regain the speed that you're going to have for the rest of the game due to a certain glitch. A little bit low on metal right now, which is unfortunate. But hopefully I can spot some metal salvage in my base. There's another sea glide fragment.
Power restored.
Interesting.
All primary systems online.
So, yeah, okay. I need to... No, this is the perfect amount of metal. This is fine. This is fine.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I mean, obviously I need a bit more metal, but for now it's fine. I need to find one metal salvage before I leave. 4 teeth. Okay, so we're going to flood this base. While I do enjoy my lovely house, I would prefer it if it was filled with water. So we're going to try and do that. There's a metal salvage. I'll get that on my way back. While I'm waiting for it to flood, I'm going to grab 4 mushrooms and 9 table coral. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to try and grab some tier 2s from inside here. Just very quickly. I'm just going to do the top of this. Normally I'd go a little bit further, but I don't want to waste the time today. And then I'm going to go around and grab some metal salvage, if I can, on the way back. Ooh, 2 here. That means I'm not going to bother going for the one past my base. I can get that later. And we're just in time. Perfect. So this is my late game box. It's going to have my lead, this, and a battery in it. And my early game box is going to have everything else. I've just activated a glitch, by the way. And that is, if you're in a base, when it floods, the game will think you're swimming and walking at the same time, so it just adds those 2 speeds together. Which means we're going a lot faster than normal right now. Which is fantastic for a speedrun. I'm looking for the dogs. I thought I had 3. I do, sort of. Yeah, I've got 3. There's 1 tooth already. Very nice. Oh, 2 teeth. Ooh, okay. So I'm looking for 4 teeth from these guys. Every time they pick up a piece of metal, there's a chance they drop a tooth. So that's 3 teeth. Okay. This is ridiculous. But I do need a 4th. So it's not quite perfect just yet.
Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct
Oh, wow.
and diverse ecological
740, I think, is the fastest I've ever done. That's insane. So normally that is a lot more effort than it looked there, but here we are. Let's see if we can continue this fantastic luck throughout the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these items. It saves a lot of space, and I'm going to, and that's very important right now. Space is at a premium. I'm going to also upgrade my O2 tank. I need the silver I have in here. Lovely. So these are some late game resources. I won't need these for ages, so they're going in there. These are early game resources, so they all go in here. Okay, so I'm going to count 2 plus the 2 batteries. So that means I need 9 copper and no quartz. So I'm going to go and grab stuff for that. I also want to grab as many tier 2s as I possibly can. Tier 2, you'll notice I say tier 2, tier 3 a lot. So we'll explain that before you get very confused. Tier 1 is limestone, tier 2 is sandstone, and tier 3 is shale. Oop, there we go. I use this a lot just because it's, I don't know, that's sort of what they are? I don't know why I say it. It makes sense to me. So 3, 4, and I'm pretty sure there was another, there it is. So you're going to take 1 tick of damage while you're near that geyser, 5, and you're going to take a lot more if you're in the direct blast, so you want to avoid that. 6. Oop. And we're going to go in here, which is where some more lovely tier 2 is. 7, and which is why I'm going to avoid chat, because I need to keep my eyes open. You'll notice another little fact of this sea glide glitch is that these stingers just don't care about us. And that's the same with these crash fish. They're just going to stay in their house, and that is exactly where we want them to be. So I believe that's 7. However, the mesmers, they know we exist, and I hate them for it. 8. Yep, it is. Okay, and we're full, that's fine. Where's my base? There it is. Your insane 43 run. Yeah, it was pretty good. That start was really, really good. Hope the rest goes as smooth. So do I. So do I. Okay, again, I'm going to save some space. I'm going to put these lead in here just to count. I have the exact amount of lead I need. I have the exact amount of copper I need. That's good. And we're going to count our quartz after I make a ingot, because that saves a lot of space. Sorry, silver. I've got 8, so I need 4 silver, and I got 5 of those, so I need 5 silver, 4 gold, no copper, no lead. Okay, so we're going to go to another area so we can go and get those things. Over here's another point where you can get a fair amount of tier 2. So there's 1 gold. There's a lead I don't need, I'll drop that later. Dropping it every time you pick it up is a waste of time because I'm going to pick up more than enough of those. 2 silver, 1 gold. Oh, it's 4 of each, isn't it? It's 4 of each because I've got 8. 2 silver, 2 gold. Lots of lead. 3 silver, 2 gold. There's always one in this little patch. 3 gold, 3 silver. This is really plentiful. There's not normally this much. 4 silver, 3 gold. Okay, that's fine. And I do need some mobile vehicle bay parts. There's one, lovely. Thank you, game. So I need 1 more gold, I believe. I also wouldn't mind picking up some metal right now. And this is where I'm going to drop the lead. Get out of here. Okay, gold. That's silver.
Passing 100 meters.
Lead. Wow, okay. So there's still more places I can go. There's a little route I take. Through here. Normally something. There's one. Gold. There you go. I'm going to drop that lead that I picked up as well, because I want to fill up my inventory with metal if I can. So we're going to pick those up on the way back home. Keep an eye out for metal and for mobile vehicle bays. This is a sea glide, I'm pretty sure, but scanning it gets us 2 extra metal, so that's fine. And I'm going to keep an eye on the edge of the forest. That's normally where you're going to find metal. The idea is that dogs sort of pick up metal and clean up the forest, sort of, ish. At least that's what the law used to be, I'm pretty sure. And some more metal. When I get close, I sort of go a little bit blind. No, that's fine, that'll do. I'm going to remember there's a fair bit of metal this way. There's like 3 if I go directly this way. Okay. Now I'm very, very early. I'm incredibly early. Like a minute and a half earlier than I'm meant to be here. So I'm going to have to use a lot of the power up here. I'm also going to do some eating and drinking because I'm a hungry fisherman. We'll get the lead, I guess. I don't need it, but... Okay. So I'm probably going to have to come back up in here and use the power again. Don't forget mobile vehicle bay fragments. Yeah, I'm going to grab this as well. And when this is at about 70, maybe 80, I can leave. Basically, I want to leave the base when that stuff is on its way out. I'm going to grab these, we're going to grab this, and make some more metal. And what we're going to do is we're going to make an ingot, and then deconstruct part of my base. And we're going to sort of alternate between that. So ingot, deconstruct about 1.5. About. Go in, reactivate Super Sea Glide, and do the same. So I don't have enough metal to make one, so I need to deconstruct some metal ones. And that should be enough. I can actually, yep. And then because I definitely don't have enough metal, I'm going to deconstruct the other two. Okay. There is a metal near my base I can keep an eye on. And I'm going to grab all of these but 4. Start making wiring kits. I'm going to grab all the gold. Going to grab all these copper wires and try and grab all of the table coral but 1. I want to grab all the teeth and one of these. And then this is where I'm going to have to go upstairs and use the power again. It is daylight, so it's going to start catching up. But while it is, I'm just going to spam my crafting inside here. So I've picked up all the items I need to make the right stuff, so I'm just going to... Spamming this is fine, I'll make the right amount of items. I do have 1 spare, and that's because I picked up 1 too many silver, and that's fine. I was looking for the gold, so no harm. I'm going to make a second one and then leave and go back to base. Just because I need to do some inventory management, so I may as well do some crafting while I do that. Dump these, make this, dump these 3, dump one of these, this, and make an upgrade, the final upgrade to myself, dump these, dump this, and dump all these. So I have 2 and 5. I need to reactivate Super Sea Glide. I've got 2 and 5, I've got 5 and 2, sorry. Which is the amount of metal, 5 ingots, 2 spare titanium. And I'm looking to get to 10 and 7. It's a weird way of counting, I know, but it helps me. 5 and 6. 6 and 0. I also need to find some 6 and 4, 6 and 8, 7 and 2, some mobile vehicle bay fragments. I seem to have swapped these 2 around. I'm at 7 and 2, right? 7 and 2, okay. You give! Thank you. 7 and 6. 8 and 0. 8 and 4. 8 and 8. 9 and 2. I'm full. Yes, I am. Okay. So I need 1 more mobile vehicle bay. Finally, the counting system makes sense. Yeah, I don't normally explain it. I apologize for that, but... That is why I count like that. It's a lot easier than counting 78, 79, 82, 8 and 2 or whatever. It makes a lot more sense when you're counting quickly. Maybe other people are happier counting 92 or whatever, but it works for me. So I remember there's 3 metal that way, or maybe I'm going that way to pick them up. So this is 6, 7, and I'm holding down the sprint key to keep this menu open. I'm at 8 and 8, okay. 8 and 8, sure. You're counting metal scraps and single pieces. No. 8 and 8, 9 and 2. Ooh, excuse me. 9 and 2. That's unfortunate. He's managed to grab a hold of that now. 9 and 6. So 3 more. 10 and 0, 10 and 4, 10 and 8. So I still need 1 more mobile vehicle bay piece, but that can be got later. That counting was off. That counting was off. So this is 9 and 2. This is 9 and 6. 10 and 0, 10 and 4, 10 and 8. No, that's fine. I think maybe I said 10 and 6 or something, and I got myself really confused. So this is going to be pretty damn fast. As long as I don't mess up the jump or anything like that, it's pretty fast. So I need 3 of these, I need this, I need all of these. I need 2 of these and 1 of these. I also need to dump some items. I did die, I think. I left the base. That was weird. So I need to dump one of these. There we go. And I need to dump 456. There you go. Okay. So we're going to head to the Aurora now to get the final blueprint. Dying's fine. Like, I get all my health back, which is nice. Getting the final blueprint a little bit sooner than normal. And we're also going to pick up a very important piece of metal salvage. And this is where we explain how dying works. So dying in this game, whenever you die, you get to keep all the items that you had when you were last in a base, alongside one additional random item that you picked up afterwards. In addition, you get to keep all storyline items you pick up. Storyline items in this game being tablets and ion cubes. Because if you didn't keep those, you'd probably softlock a lot easier than you can at the moment. So I'm currently looking for the prawn bay. It's this thing. And I think I line up with this and go up. Perfect. I'm getting better at that. 2679 is always the code. And the way, extra things to add on that is that when you die, it'll try and spawn you in the last base you're in. If it can't find that, it'll spawn you in the life pod. This is very relevant. And we make that, and we leave. So that's just going to be there for later. It's going to be very helpful later, not right now though. Because while I do need 107 metal, that's 10 and 7 in my magical counting way, I do actually need 111, but the 4 I need for later. So I'm looking for one mobile vehicle bay. Normally they spawn on here. There you go. And then we carry on. We're going to a mountain now. We're going to just do the rest of the game, basically. So there's the resources and the game. The game is also more resources, but hey-ho. Only being 8 seconds behind this previous time is ridiculous. This previous resource section was absolute nonsense. I am looking for 3 mobile vehicle parts. No. What am I talking about? I was looking for that. I'm looking for 2 more engines. Here's one. For some reason, I've never seen one spawn here. 2 of those, so 1 more now, and 2 moonpool. I'm also looking for a number of other resources that I'll find along the way. So this one. Ooh, some lithium. I see another one over there. And another. Oh, I'm so rich. 2, 3. I want about 7 right now. And no diamonds. 4. Gold is fine. 5. Not magnetite. More gold. Diamonds. 6. 7. 7 will do. There you go. Okay. And I'm going to build a little base here. It's by a portal, but don't worry about it. It's probably not relevant. I just need to get the items out of my inventory, really. I don't know why I brought them. And then I'm going to dump a load of items in front of this portal. Again, very irrelevant. Won't serve any purpose at all. Okay, let's move on. So we're going to go down. So I already got 7 lithium. I'm looking for another 6. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. And now I'm looking for 1 more engine. So this thing is an engine. It comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes. And then I'm looking for 2 moonpool. There's 1, this leg. And there's 1, this weird thing here. I don't know what this is. The top, is it, maybe? So I need 3 more lithium if I can find it. That's the 1, 4, 5. And I'm sure I can find another at some point. There might be one near this Reaper Man. Hopefully. Reaper Man, do you have a lithium for me? You do. So there's a Reaper super close. He's very scary. He's there. I am spooked. Okay, so we grab that. We grab a bulb and we head up for air. So I'm all done for lithium. No, I need 1 more lithium, but that's perfectly achievable. I'm going to go slightly right, grab all our air and go straight down. Because we're going to do a lot of swimming. A lot of it. So I expect to lose a couple seconds here. Boop. 6 and 7 is 13. Got a lot of gold though, which is nice. Got all the gold I actually need. I can grab another to save a little bit of time if I want. If I have that ability to do so easily. So I'm going to grab a couple more plants. Therefore, creating the hatching enzymes at the end of the game. Very, very important that I grab all those and don't swipe at the floor and forget, which I have done multiple times. And this is the most relaxing part of the game. We're just going to take a leisurely stroll through the Lost River, just avoiding fish. Nothing major. I do a little bit of inventory management here, because I've got some items I don't need, so I take both of these, I dump the battery, we move on. So some random fish can have my battery or something. Yeah, and we say hi to Casper, he's a lovely lad, normally he says hi back. It's sort of high. Normally he's a bit louder. I guess my volume is turned down. So I'm looking for some nickel now. It's a tiny little thing. It likes playing hide and seek, and it sort of blends in with everything around it. It's very good at what it does, which is hiding. And finding 3 of it is normally quite a challenge. Hopefully it's not today. 1. And I need to get a move on. 2. 3. Okay, that's good. That's good. So hopefully the dragon isn't close by, because I'm going to have to do some construction. So we're going to make a moon pool. Moon pools are basically portable spawn points, which is fantastic. Because again, as I said before, when you die, you get to keep all those items in your inventory. You're also going to get all your health back and all your oxygen back and all that malarkey. And we're going to do a little bit of a dance right now. So I've made this. We lose Super Sea Glide. If I have Super Sea Glide, I can't take damage by lava. So we do that. We jump up. Now that that's flooded, I can get Super Sea Glide back and we can move on. So I needed to take a certain amount of damage for a little trick later. And we're going to go and grab some more resources. So 4 crystals, 1. And 4 sulfur, so that's 1 and 1. 1 crystal, 1 sulfur. 1 crystal, 2 sulfur. 2 crystal, 2 sulfur. 2 crystal, 3 sulfur. 3 crystal, 3 sulfur. 1 more, please. 4 crystal, 3 sulfur, and we don't really need anything more than that. I can grab another sulfur later. And so this is where we're going to do the trick. So, as I said before, you die, you respawn in the last base you're in. So the last base I was in was that moon pool that was in a very particular spot. So now I'm going to go in here, get an item, and die and respawn in there. Which is fantastic, because teleportation is the fastest mode of transport. So we need that weird little yellow symbol. So we grab that. We jump down, and we die. Okay. We got our Super Sea Glide on. We hope the dragon's far away. Dragon's over there, that's fine. 1 more sulfur, and there should be some sulfur on my way to the PCF. So this whole section's called Reach PCF, because you can do... It used to be split. I used to split it into multiple different things, and it just got confusing because they can sort of overlap each other if you do one slowly, one quicker, and all that. But this is a clear goal, so it's good to set that. And it's going to be about 20-30 seconds from here. I'm going to do a little... oh no, we've messed that up. Oh, it's been a while since I've messed this stuff up. Oh, that's fine. So basically you jump in the sort of border between water and air a lot. I'm gonna try and dodge. You jump in the border a lot, and it sort of catapults you up through the top of the top of the... what am I talking about? Up through the ceiling. There you go, that's the word. And then you need to jump back out into the water so you can swim, because you can't at that point. And then you can swim straight on through. If you don't jump back into the water, then you'll just fall to your death, and it's sad times. So this is a cutscene. I can't actually leave until she says they played. And I'm currently slow now, because I got out of the water, which is a shame. So what I'm going to do is going to make another moon pool. As we know, these are fantastic tools for getting fast again, because they'll flood fairly easily because we're so deep. No one said anything about a world record. Nothing. Ain't nothing going on here. So we jump up, get ourselves some super sea glide, and move on.
Oxygen production offline, which depends on the organic detritus produced.
And we're going to grab ourselves the final plant and a cube so I can leave. So normally you have to wait for this nice lady to blow away the sand so you can use the cube to get out, but we're super impatient, so I'm just going to do it now. Basically, Super Sea Glide means you can glitch slightly into everything. So you can see, you glitch into the sand, you can see the pedestal, and you can click it. I use the scroll wheel, so I don't have to aim as precisely. And oh look, it's that base we made that definitely wasn't relevant.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We're going to make a fabricator. We're going to wait a bit. And there we go, we can make the hatching enzymes now. And we'll get back the gold. It's very important gold, I need that for later. And oh look at these exciting items that some kind soul has left us. I'm going to grab all these as well. Wow, there's a lot of resources.
With the passage you've opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must be over.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to hatch the babies and leave and cure ourselves. Going to get Super Sea Glide first though, you have to go all the way up to the air. Because it's all about being in both at once. So I hatched the babies, I think. I hope I did. Yeah, they are. They're doing their weird little animation. That's fine. Got scared a little bit there. Normally it makes a noise, I think. I don't know. Okay, so the babies can teleport. You don't have to watch them hatch. It's fine. They're already here. And then we can get cured. Normally, back in the old run, this would be where you'd get lithium, but I already have a lot, so I'm just going to save my inventory. Can I borrow your commentary? Yeah, probably. Depends on the date and time. So we're going to go in here, save our inventory, leave, and deconstruct this hatch as we leave. So remember what I said, that the game will spawn you in the last base, and if it can't find that, it's going to spawn you back in the life pod, so that's what we're trying to use. The life pod is currently 1,000 meters away, so that's quite the teleport. And a lot of the walls in this place are just advice. Don't worry about it. Okay, so there's a little patch of air here I'm swimming under, and now I'm going to go turn off this nasty gun that's stopping me from leaving. Again, just some walls that are advice. We just swim through a ton of random things. There you go. And turn this off. I guess I spent a little bit more time on nickel than I did. I'm trying to think how this run was slower than a recent one I did. Well, in parts. Okay, so I'm going to grab this for later, and grab this as well. I can dump this. Remember how I said you keep one random item unless it's storyline items? So I'm going to keep both of those, even though I picked up more than one. I'm going to do a little teleport. Boy, I love teleporting. And I'm going to find my base because I'm very lost. Perfect. And we're going to dump all these. I already have 4 gold, but I need 1 lithium, and I can pick up another gold, and that's fine. I need this quartz, and I need all these. Going to activate Super Sea Glide again and head out. I also need to put this on. So we're going to the Sparse Reef now. Hey Ash, welcome, welcome. Go into the sparse reef. Do our final bits of the run. So we just sort of go this way. So it may feel like I'm going in completely random directions. I sort of am. I've learned where the stuff is, and have little markers for myself. So I'm going up for air here. But if you're playing this, if you're starting to run this, you can use clouds as points of direction. So this is the cloud on the right of the aurora, and the mountain island is the cloud on the left. They point towards the two islands in the game. And I've just passed a reaper, not a reaper, a reefback, and he is the guardian of this cave. You go straight down and you find a beautiful place filled with lovely resources. So I'm looking for 2 rubies, 2 gel sacks, 1 lithium. So gel sacks, there you go. 1 lithium, and I will accept 1 gold. There's a lithium. We'll get the gold later, maybe. I don't actually need it. I can get by without the gold. It just saves a bit of time. I also need salt. So we're going to go down to get some cubes with that lovely tablet I picked up. Boop. And you can do this with about 72 seconds of air left, and I have 93, so this is promising. There you go, 3 cubes. We go left, then right, then left again. Normally you need 4, but I've already actually picked up 1 from that little gun base. Left, then right, then left again. Perfect. And there's this wreck here, and while it does look nice, it's a bit of an eyesore, so in my backyard anyway. So I'm going to make it disappear. And now I'm looking for blueprints again. So 3 bridge and 3 hulls. There's 1 hull. There's 2 hull. Nothing there. I need this. Okay, have a look around. There's a bridge and a hull. There's the hull. That's the final one of those. There's the first bridge. So I need 2 more bridges. A little bit worrying because there's not a lot of this ship left. So I may have to go a-hunting. I do have to go a-hunting. That's unfortunate because bridge is the hardest one to find. Okay. There's some more hull. There's a bridge. And there's a 3rd bridge just to the right. There you go. And I guess I'll break this rock. Maybe it'll be a gold. It's a silver. Okay. So we're going to go in here, grab ourselves some mushrooms. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to... That's all I need from here. So I'm going to save my inventory, leave, deconstruct the hatch, and die. Inventory saved. Leave. Deconstruct the hatch. And that's enough of that. So I'm going to die. Let's see. I don't really want to drown and die at the same time, but that might happen if the music goes. I've double died. Ah, drat. So I have to wait. There you go. Okay, so we're going to do some crafting now. So double death is a bit odd. Basically, if you drown at the same time as dying normally, the game's gonna make you die twice, and that could be very frustrating at certain points. If you've already deconstructed the base you were going to respawn at, you respawn back at the life pod, and that is quite the journey. This was meant to be split ages ago, and I forgot. So we're just going to have to see at the end. Whoops. It was the double death that put me off. Just crafting a lot of stuff right now. After this, I'm going to do some battery management. Let's do that. Grab these, grab one of these, grab this. Make another. So I want to switch this out for the 100%. I want to switch this out for nothing. And then a power cell, which means I can make this. Very important. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to grab some gold and silver in this final cube. And 4 of these. So I need to start making some ion batteries. 1, 2, 3. More ion batteries. Polyaniline now is fine. 4. And I want to make another ion battery. Then I want 2 of these, and I think it's that. More ion batteries, please. And an ion power cell, and that'll do. Reactivate Super Sea Glide, and we're going to head out and make ourselves a rocket. So I need to be deep enough, and it's going to be about here. I'm going to try and be as close to the surface as I can so it doesn't fly off into space. Thanks, Mobile Vehicle Bay. Why are you like this? And we're going to move on. And now I have to do a little bit of juggling, which is where the base being far away from the life pod is a little bit awkward. But it should be fine. So we go in here. We deconstruct most of this. Deconstruct that. So I can head back to the main life pod and make the final ion battery and the final ion power cell. Leave. And now I just want to pick up everything. 3 of those, all of these, all of these. Don't need this silver. There you go. Reactivate Super Sea Glide, and we're going to head over, and that is it. I will not be coming back. I am just making all the endgame stuff now. We're going to dive like a graceful dolphin. Oh, it was alright. I didn't get a lot of air time, which I guess saves some time, supposedly. And now I'm going to build a Cyclops. You don't need the Cyclops for much, you need it for a singular item. And that item is the Cyclops shield generator. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have to get quite a lot of these resources. But here we are. So we're just going to build things at the same time. A small, beautiful dolphin. The attempt is to, we don't want to waste any of our building time. We don't want to be waiting to build something when we could be building something else. So while we're building this, we're going to go and build the shield generator. So I need a power cell. Thankfully there's loads in here. I can just steal one. And you can pick that up anywhere in the Cyclops, so you can just run away from the crafting segment, and that's fine. Head on back. How's it going? Pretty good. Pretty good. So there's one more of these to go, and then I need to go and turn on a load of buttons. This is the one instance where you cannot use the scroll wheel. If you use the scroll wheel, you will not be able to click this. It's very interesting. Everything else in the game is fine. There you go. That's the last one. So while it's building, we're going to jump all the way to this lovely elevator. And now I do not want to be near this. I've had many a time I am standing too close to this. You sort of clip into the brake or something of the... I don't really know, but basically you get launched into outer space. Gerald is going for 42.21 as his guess.
Let's see,
42.24 from Leo.
Communications systems array active. Pressurizing hydraulics.
And up we go. So I need to turn on 2 things. This one here. 42.23. Oh! Turn this one on and this. I don't need to send a time capsule. You can just leave that alone.
Life support systems online. All systems are go.
42.23. Well done, Force. You win.
Ready to launch on your command, Captain.
And that is a new world record. Sub 43.
9,
Oh boy.
7, 6, 5,
That is quite exciting.
2, 1.
Man.
Time
I
capsule.
see.
jettisoned.
You sort of didn't miss it. This grind has been crazy. I know. Man, and there's still some time that could be saved on this.
Caution. Approaching orbital.
That's crazy. I think, ooh, maybe sub 42. Maybe 23 seconds. Yeah,
Orbital
that
debris field clear.
seems achievable. But yeah, this is fantastic.
Performing gravity
Third world
turn
record you've
maneuver.
seen you get live. Man. We're running hot. Skype update may be required.
Confirm destination coordinates. Nearest interstellar phase gate. Engaging ion boosters in 3, 2,
So,
1.
reset rate Jaffa runs just jumped even higher. Gotta love them resets.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sands.
Yeah, 2002 Fiesta.
But we go.
We had some pretty good times this run. We had some Sea Glide luck at the start, ridiculous Sea Glide luck. We had really good, ridiculous Teeth luck. Nickel was, lithium was pretty reasonable. And I did have to search a little bit for Cyclops. So there's some time that can be saved here and there. But still, very, very pleased with this. Very, very pleased. We just gotta keep pushing the boundaries. Sub 42 next. Need the Cove Tree strat to get a sub 42. Cove Tree hype. I have a feeling the Cove Tree strat is not all it's it's not the best idea. While we did get some good strats out of that discussion, the Cove Tree itself, not so much. Run it back or bingo. Wait, 20. I could do a bingo. It's been a while. Yeah, alright. Or chill. I do like the chill option. I want to bask in the glory.
Welcome home to all terror. Permission to land will be granted.
And I think this is when I'm going to take.
Outstanding balance of 1 trillion credits.
I may take a couple days to get this uploaded. I'm going to try and actually encode it in like slightly higher quality, because there's always like one guy who doesn't want to watch it in 480p. Run tools now for the memes. Gotta get that HD upload thread. Exactly. That's I think the sub 43 deserves the better quality upload. His loss. But yeah, that is nuts. That is nuts. Oh. Yes, I would like to update these times. And I've got a dash there. Okay. Best of still says 38:15. Ambitious. But I guess we're not actually that far off. I mean, at this point, 4 minutes is a lot of time, but still. Yeah, I think I might leave it there. Again, really pleased with the run. We're sub 45 480p. Sub 45 was 480p. I am impatient and lazy. But I will make the effort, because to be honest, I didn't think we'd get this far. But here we are, sub 43. Magnificent. So yeah, thank you very, very much for watching. I'm glad you could all be here to experience this nonsense. Um, and I will be back next week, possibly tomorrow if I get bored already, but we'll see. Definitely there's always one a week. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll get back to the grind next time, or maybe some bingo. We'll see how I feel. Cheers, guys. Where's the button? See ya.